TestFlight is Apple's official way to beta test your apps, which allows you to catch bugs, crashes, design issues, get user feedback, so your app is polished and ready to go before you submit it to the App Store. Here's how it works. Once your app is created in App Store Connect, you can upload a new build to test via Xcode, Bitrig, or another IDE. Then it's available in this TestFlight tab. And a quick note, you will need a paid Apple developer account to use TestFlight. And if you're not familiar with the Apple Developer Program, we did a video all about that on our channel. And if you're not familiar with this App Store Connect website that you're seeing here, we did a video all about that as well. Links will be in the description. Once your build is available in this TestFlight tab, you can assign it to a group of beta testers. Now let's talk about the different types of beta testers real quick, because there's internal and external. Internal testers are members of your App Store Connect team, and you can have a maximum of 100 internal testers. And you would do internal testing, as you're building the feature or as you're building the app, and you just want teammates to be testing it along the way, right? It's not quite ready for the public yet. That's what you would use internal testing for. And after you've done some internal testing, the app is getting better and better. It's getting more polished. You feel that it's ready for outside testers like friends, family, longtime customers. These are called external testers. And you can have up to 10,000 external testers, so you can have quite a pretty big beta if you want. But a quick note on this, Apple does do a lightweight review on versions that are going out to external testers. Now, this is not as in-depth or stringent as the official App Store review, but Apple will take a look at your app before it goes out to outside beta testers. And this review can take up to 48 hours, so I want to give you a heads up on that because I've had my excitement dampened many a times where I have a version ready to go for new beta testers and I forget about the review and it's like, I gotta wait 48 hours. So just a heads up on that. You can also segment your beta testers into groups. As you see here, I have my internal group, I have my first beta that I did before launching the app, and then I have a group for my Spanish localization. That's for when I translated my app into Spanish, I found some users that were native Spanish speakers, and I wanted them to test my translations. So you can group and segment your beta testers however you need to. And with external testers, there's two ways that you can invite beta testers. The first way is by gathering their emails, and then they'll get invited via email. The second way is you get a public link that you can post wherever you want, typically social media, and then anyone that taps that link gets invited to be a beta tester of your app. So the choice here is, do you want a very curated, limited list of beta testers? For that, you would use the email. Or do you want anyone and everyone, come one, come all? That's when you'd use the public link, blast it out on social media. After you've invited your beta testers, they will have to accept the invite via the email or the link, and then your app will show up in their TestFlight app. And of course, if they don't have the TestFlight app, they'll have to go to the App Store and download the TestFlight app. Your testers have access to that specific build for 90 days. Now let's say a week goes by, you got some feedback, you made a bunch of fixes, and then you send out another build to your beta testers. Well, that will reset that 90-day count. But if you don't submit a new build, after 90 days, your beta testers will lose access to testing your app, and that's because TestFlight is meant for testing. It's not meant to be a permanent distribution for apps. Once your testers have been testing your app for a bit, they can submit feedback with screenshots and crash reports. This feedback and the crash reports, they are available in the TestFlight tab of App Store Connect. You can open up the crash reports in Xcode, see where the crash happened so you can dive into your code and hopefully fix that crash. And then the feedback with the screenshots are very helpful. As you can see in this example here, it's from my Spanish localization beta group. You can see a user found one of my alerts that I missed in testing that I forgot to translate because it's in a pretty specific scenario. It happens when the app is in Spanish and then you cancel the in-app purchase midway through. So that's a scenario I just missed in testing. And this is why it's a great idea to beta test your app with a lot of users, and this is exactly what TestFlight is for. If you're new to the world of iOS development, Bitrig is a Mac app that helps you build high-quality, premium, native Swift apps for Apple platforms with AI. It's built by the co-creators of SwiftUI that were formerly at Apple, so it integrates amazingly well with Apple's first-party frameworks, and it can even upload builds to TestFlight for you. The team ships updates on a weekly basis, so the product keeps getting better and better. Check it out at bitrig.com.